Virgo, welcome to your weekly reading. Let's get started and see what messages we have for Virgo, sun, moon, and rising positions for the week ahead. Keeping in mind that these are general readings and may not resonate for everyone. So make sure to check out your other placements. And if you're interested in a personal reading, you can find information on that in the description below. Just send me an email. All right, my friends, let's get started. For Virgo, what is the energy around the week ahead for Virgo, sun, moon, and rising? This is the Storyteller Oracle deck, and it's a deck I created. And it's sort of an interesting deck. It really tells an interesting story through all the cards that it releases, and gives us some insight into what is the story that is the most significant to you at this time. All right, let's just get the cards flipped over. There we go. Okay, what is the first card in this story? That one, false. Interesting. So there's an illusion around you, Virgo. Something is false, and you may not recognize it as being false. Interesting. Okay, we're seeing here unfamiliar, nest, throat chakra, and distraction in your first row. Triggered. Okay. Just want to get all of these cards out to see the whole story here. Okay, so what I'm seeing here for you, Virgo, is that there is something false. It's taking you into a place that's unfamiliar, where you may be feeling a little bit sort of unsettled, ungrounded, a little distracted. You I think are speaking about this, though. You're feeling triggered, and you're talking about it. You're talking about this out loud, either with people, or you're speaking about it to the universe in your own way, you know, however you do that, through prayer, through journaling. You know, you're expressing this. You're sending correspondence out to the universe about how you feel. It almost feels like you feel stuck. You feel trapped. You feel like you have to try to control something. It's triggering you. You're very distracted by this. It's what you're thinking about. And ultimately, you're just needing to trust when I see that nest card. I think what's causing this feeling of being triggered and wanting to control something, feeling trapped, is because this is very unfamiliar, but you've made a false assumption about something. I think you're seeing it in a way that's not true. Do you know what I mean? And it could be because it's very unfamiliar to you, and it's creating this feeling where you almost need to look at things from a different perspective. You almost need to come back into a more integrated place. And I say that because I'm also seeing polarized here. And it's always interesting when polarized and triggered. Oh, you can't see them. These two cards come out together, because being triggered can really separate your throat from your heart. And that's why the colors are blue and green. So something that you're feeling isn't being expressed in a way that's true. You could be the one sort of speaking something falsely, or it might be an assumption you're making, right? You might be making an assumption about something unfamiliar being something that it's not. You know what I mean? It's triggering you, and it's got you really distracted, Virgo. You feel kind of trapped. You feel like you can't control something. You want to take control over it, but this feels like it's outside of your control. And actually, the way to heal it is going to be by using compassion and forgiveness and love. That will be what heals this. And so this makes me think that you might be trying to control an outcome. You might be trying to control the path of how something is unfolding, and it's bothering you. It's distracting you. It's making you feel really triggered. And it's interesting. It's almost like you know and feel that there is something here that is being hidden. And it could be you that's hiding it, Virgo. You might be hiding your true feelings. You might be hiding or portraying your feelings in one way that's not actually how you feel. That's what's coming through for me, is that you're hiding your true feelings and denying your true knowing about something. And as you correspond to the universe about this, you just feel more and more out of control. Like there's nothing you can do. It's not in your hands to do anything. You wish it was. I think you want to take control over a situation here, but it's outside of your control. So bottom of the deck is you got the truth on the bottom of the deck, as I felt like pulling it. So underlying all of this, you know what the truth is. You could be denying it to yourself and sort of entertaining or being distracted by a more false narrative. But I think at the end of the day, or at the bottom of the deck, or the sort of overall vibe of this is that you do know what the truth is, but you're masquerading it as something else. You're hiding that truth as something else. It's almost like it almost feels like you're trying to convince yourself or others of a reality that's not true. You're painting a reality with your throat, like you're speaking it. You're talking about it. And it could involve a water sign. We have here the Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces energy, water energy card coming through. So there may be a water sign involved in this dynamic, but it feels like it could also just be that this is bringing in a heightened sense of emotion with that triggered card. But it feels like you're not entirely revealing the truth, or that there is a truth that has not entirely been revealed to you. But I can't help but think that somehow, Virgo, you know what the truth is. You're very well aware of it. It's not outside of your knowledge. You know it, right? You know what the truth is. But I feel like it's almost like you're communicating about this truth in a way that changes it. Or you're receiving communication about something that you know is true, but is, oh wow, look at that, is false. There is something sneaky happening here. When I see the Seven of Swords with the Ace of Cups, all I can think of is you're trying to convince someone to begin something and you know it's false, or you're trying to get away with something and make it look like it's a new beginning, but it's not. This is interesting, Virgo. Something sneaky is happening around you, or you're part of it. You could be part of a dynamic here that is not as it appears. There's something here that's not as it appears, and you are defended. You're defending it. You're defensive and defending it, even though you know it's not exactly true. This is intriguing. I wonder what you're focused on, because it really does feel distracted. And there's that Four of Cups, which feels like you might be looking at a missed opportunity and trying to bring it back. You might be trying to bring something back that you feel you missed out on. Four of Cups to me is like a missed opportunity, feeling like you missed out on something, feeling like you're focused on that instead of focusing on what you can achieve today. You're still trying to engage in something here that is, it feels like it's done, but you're trying to bring it back in. And by trying to bring it back in, I think you're hoping for a sudden transformation. And it may be, but it also feels like this has to be communicated truthfully when I see that truth card on the bottom of the deck. Yes, there's the Five of Cups. I had a feeling we were going to see the Five of Cups. There's regret and remorse here. There's a feeling of being let down, right? Or, it's either that you feel let down or you've let someone down and you're focused on it, right? It's one of the two. You'll have to tell me how it resonates. But it feels like you're thinking about something and you're trying to make it appear to be something else with that Seven of Swords, but it's very clear that it needs compassion and love to heal, not weaving a story that's not accurate, and I feel like this is triggering you. This is a triggering situation. It's something that I think you want to bring it back to life. You want to see this come back to life. I think you want another opportunity at something here, Virgo, but I think deep down inside that might not be possible without love and compassion and healing and releasing control. You have to let go of the control of this and sort of remove that self-imposed restriction that comes with this idea of not being completely honest about something. I think you have to be completely honest here, either with yourself or with someone else. Let's clarify that Seven of Swords. Why are we seeing that Seven of Swords? Yeah, because there's something here that is, it's almost like you have too many things going on. You've got to prioritize what's real here, what's true. And you might be holding on to too many things. You might be holding on to way too many things. And that's causing you to sort of not admit the truth to yourself or to someone else, or you feel like, I need to bring life back to this. I want a second chance at something, but how do I get a second chance at something when I'm holding all of this other stuff? Let's see, why is the Ace of Cups here? It really feels like you want a new beginning with something that feels lost. Eight of Pentacles. Well, there needs to be an effort then, right? Like Eight of Pentacles in reverse tells me that, are you putting in the effort? Are you working at it? Or are you just hoping to control it in a way that sort of brings it back almost under this false illusion, as opposed to being really honest, making an effort, and then maybe it would come back. I feel like with a lot of compassion and honesty, you could make a headway. And it's interesting. Two of Cups and 10 of Cups. Come on. Yeah, you missed someone, Virgo. This is really clear. That's coming out to clarify the Four of Cups. Like, you want a second chance with someone. You want to have this happy ending, this 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups is really, it's like a happy ending that we choose. It's like we're being honest that there are challenges and obstacles, but we're choosing to be happy and fulfilled. The 10 of Cups isn't like everything is suddenly solved and it's like a fairy tale. It's like, it's still real life, but you choose each other. You choose fulfillment, balance, and happiness. There's a lot of healing here, a lot of compassion and honesty, and really speaking the truth to one another. And the Two of Cups to me sometimes is really being honest with yourself, right? Like looking at yourself, you and your higher self, really being in alignment with what you know and feel to be true. And this is clarifying the Four of Cups. I really think that for some of you, this is about wanting a reunion. This is reconciliation. This is, let's make up, let's be together again. We can have fulfillment together. But I feel like there's a little bit of lack of transparency here. Someone's not being completely honest. Someone's painting things in a certain way to achieve a goal, and it's not working. And that might be why we're seeing that water energy, because this is highly emotional for you. This is really something you have an emotional attachment to, and I think you want to see it come back to life. Why is the Death card here? Justice. Interesting. This will only transform when it's just. I'm telling you, there's something about this reading that makes me feel like someone's not being completely transparent. Someone's not being completely transparent. Someone's making something appear like it's something else. They're hiding something. And I'm telling you, like, this is really coming through clearly here. Something is being shown falsely. It's the truth is being hidden. And until the truth is revealed, this will not move forward. is what I'm seeing. Six of Pentacles in reverse. It's out of balance. It's not in alignment. It's not fair to hide this truth anymore. It won't move without complete transparency, Virgo. This is fascinating. Please leave me some comments and let me know if this resonated for you and how so. You know, do you feel like the truth is being hidden from you, or are you sort of hiding the truth about something and maybe not even realizing it? Maybe it's so distracting and so triggering that you really want this connection to come back. You want a second chance, that perhaps you don't even realize that it's not fair to, not be completely transparent, or to expect this person to come back without being completely transparent is not fair. It's not balanced, right? And it's interesting seeing that Two of Pentacles with the 6 and the 8, but all three are in reverse, which says there's something going on here that's not in balance. There's an effort that's not being made fully. And things are not equal when it comes to give and receive. Something is a one-way street here instead of a two-way give and take. Something's out of balance here. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading, Virgo. I hope it's been helpful, and I look forward to reading for you again soon. And I'm sending you so much love. Take care.